Today we are going to make a Little Debbie Christmas tree cake cheesecake, but instead of white cakes, we're going to make it with chocolate. I've seen a lot of people post about the white one. My family's not the biggest fan of the white cakes. They prefer the chocolate ones. Hard to find a recipe for the white ones. I've seen like Copycat ones and stuff on Pinterest, a lot of times with pictures, but not really a real recipe or one similar to the pictures I've seen. I know some restaurant did it, I think in like Kentucky, and we're selling them, but obviously they're not going to post the recipe. And then I've seen like some different ones where they put like the whole pieces of cake in there. Now I haven't had the one in Kentucky because I don't live over there, and I don't think they ship them or anything like that. And I wouldn't pay the money to have that done because, you know, I'm frugal with those things. But come on, Cass. But so yeah, I'm thinking instead of putting like whole cake, because I've seen a couple different ways to do it, what I'm going to do is use a chocolate cheesecake recipe I found. Cut the Christmas tree cakes up in like little chunks and kind of like fold them into the batter. And I think that will kind of give the effect. From everything I've seen, when they did the white one, they just used a vanilla cheesecake. Because I did research a little bit and try to look at a couple different recipes, and that is pretty much what I think they did. And we'll try it and see what happens. This recipe I am using does have like a whipped topping for like an icing on top. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to try to make like that chocolate icing on top. I'm just not sure how yet. Maybe like melting chocolate and kind of like, because we want that hard like crackle on the top, so we can do the white icing and then the sprinkles like they have. I don't have those exact sprinkles, but I do have red and green, and I mean, it's not a big deal. I don't think my family's gonna care, but I figured it would be neat to try and see if it's good. If it's gross, we'll never do this again. I'm sure I haven't made a cheesecake in years. I don't think I've made one since we've been up here, but don't hold me to that because I can't remember. We've lived here for 3 years, almost 4 years, something like that. It's a while. I'm pretty sure the last one I made was in Florida. I don't make them very often because they're a lot of work, and I don't like to do cakes that take a lot of time usually, and you know, they're very rich. So let's try and do this today and see how it works out. Also, I'm using my new tripod today, and I feel very professional. This one's not falling apart. This is very heavy duty, so hopefully this one will last me for many years to come. "15 sandwich cookies with the inside scraped out" is what they want you to do for the crust. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll be back. Now it says to crush them up. If you don't have a food processor, you can use them a bag and like just hit them with like a rolling pin or something, but I'm lazy and I'm not doing that. And then after that, you're going to add 2.5 tablespoons of melted butter. I use margarine. I don't think it matters. I feel like it's like wet sand. I already lined a springform pan with a parchment paper circle, and I put foil up the sides because if you've made a cheesecake before, you know you have to use a water bath, and if you don't, water will get in there and ruin the cheesecake. And that's, yeah, the consistency. Base like you need. That I'm hoping this is enough. It said 7 inches. I don't think this is a 7-inch cheesecake pan, but I'm sure we'll find out. If it's not. do a little more. I do not think that's going to be enough. It's not a 7-inch pan. Yeah, it's almost a little bit more than 9, so we're gonna need more cookies. I thought that sounded kind of small, but I was like, we'll see. So I'm gonna add like maybe 6 more cookies and then like a tablespoon more butter, and I'll be back after I do that. Alright, it looks like enough now. I'm gonna spread it out. They say to use like a measuring cup with equal sides. Keep everything flat. I'm gonna go get, I think, a glass. Oh no, that is not working. It is sticking back. It didn't come up to the sides as much as I wanted. I guess because of it being a little bit of a bigger pan, but that is okay. I'm not super worried about it. I'm sure it'll still be good. If you are using a big pan like this and want it up the sides, I'd probably just double the amount of crumbs you're going to use. Or at least like an additional 12. That should be good. Now we're going to bake this for, I believe, 350 for 8 to 10 minutes, and then when we're done with that, we'll put it aside till we're ready to put the other stuff in there. Okay, so in the recipe she says you can microwave your cream cheese if you want to be lazy and not wait. I don't like waiting, so that's what I did. Right, let's get this all taken care of and squared away. So, we're going to put the cream cheese in here pretty much everything, I believe. Cream cheese, 2 eggs, half a cup of sugar, 2/3 a cup of sour cream, teaspoon of vanilla, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I only drop the eggshells in when I'm filming. Any other time, it's to make me look unprofessional. Half a cup of sugar, which is not too bad, but I guess with the chocolate in there, hopefully this is enough for the pan. Like I said, this is for a 7-inch one, and I should have, looked at this stuff better. 2/3 cups of sour cream. I don't have an actual 2/3 cup, so I know I can use just 2 of these 1/3 ones. Well, I have one for liquids, but I'm not gonna try to shove that in there. Right, that's one. Oh, that's that perfect. On the recipe it says to use dark chocolate chips. I opted for milk because I literally, or semi-sweet, because I literally hoarded these. I have so many, I guess for when I was going to make stuff, or like for Christmas baking, I don't know, but I have a bunch of these, so I'm just using this. 1 cup in a microwave safe bowl, 2 tablespoons of milk. You're going to microwave and stir it until it's like together and smooth. It's smooth. That's not as smooth as I like it, but it's gonna be good enough. We got this. I had to do it about 2 times. It's looking good enough to me. Gonna pour it in there. It says to keep it on low, and then just keep scraping down the sides till everything's incorporated, and then keep it on low for a minute or 2 to get all the air bubbles out, so you don't have a lot of bubbles in the cheesecake. After that's done, before we do put it in our cheesecake pan, since we are adding something extra, which is the cake pieces, I will cut those up and fold them in gently to try not to put a lot of air in it, and then pour those in the pan, and hopefully it's enough for the pan and we don't have a sad cheesecake. It's not a huge bowl. I hope we're not disappointed. We'll see. So, take care of this. Put this here. We're gonna cut up 2 because it's not a lot, and I'm hoping, you know, I don't want to overdo it. I don't know what the right amount will be, and if we need more after that, I can always cut up more. Well, maybe 3. I always think these are much bigger. They're not very big. They used to be, just not anymore. Kind of judge for yourself. I don't want huge pieces, but like, you know, you want to know they're there. So like, yeah, I'll just boop, boop. That close. And hopefully this works out well. I'm wondering how they're going to turn out cooking wise. Like, is the cake going to get soggy? Is it going to stay together? Let me give it a little fold. See, there's our pieces in there. The best I can show you. There's still some lumps in there from that cream cheese. I'm wondering if it wasn't soft enough. when I did it. But oh well, we're just gonna go with the punches. I'm gonna put one more in there. I think I could use it. Alright. Kind of fold them in there. It should be good. I mean, Christmas tree cakes are delicious. Alright. I'm gonna get the pan. Hopefully you can see good. Okay. We're just gonna pour it in. It looks very gross now, but I'm sure it's gonna be delicious when it comes out. Yeah, I think the cream cheese could have been a little bit softer, but that's okay. I'm not making it for a fancy restaurant. My family's not gonna care. Alright. That's most of it. I've made a mess. Lovely. Alright. I tell you to do that. Bang it on the counter to get the air bubbles out. I don't know how much it's going to help. We'll see. As you can see, there's some little baby cakes sticking out the top. I would have much rather them stay under. Hopefully when it puffs up, you know, that'll cover them. You know, and I'm hoping they're not all in like one place, because I did fold them and kind of just like pour them in, but there's no way to really do. And I don't want to mess them up and break them up too much. Sometimes you just gotta leave it alone and stop messing with it. So I'm gonna leave it. When you do a water bath, you need to have boiling water. So I did. Turn you around. Turn on the tea kettle. I'm gonna open the oven because I'm scared. Here. Put the cheesecake in because I hate walking with hot water over there. Put the pan. I got the kettle, as we can see. I hope you can see. Yeah, you can see. I got the kettle, and you're just gonna pour it about till it's halfway up, and hopefully no water will get in our cheesecake. Hopefully. I've had many where it's gotten in. Now that happens, the crust gets soggy, but whatever. You know, there's only so much you can do. You're either gonna have it fluffy with water, or you can have no water in it and it's gonna be flat. Alright, so that's about halfway up that pan. I don't have a bigger roaster, but it'll be fine. I've used this before. There's probably water in the cheesecake, whatever. I'm gonna put that in there. Close her up. And then it says we're gonna cook her for 75 minutes. And then turn off the oven when you're done and use a spoon to open the oven door. And let the cheesecake slowly reduce in temperature for 1 hour, then remove it. I guess so it doesn't like deflate or anything like that. So that's what we're going to do, and then I will be back when it is done. Okay. So here it is. It has a big crack in it. I'm not a big fan of that. If I was like, trying to sell this or make this for somebody other than my family, I'd be pretty upset. I did everything it said. I don't understand. It could be because maybe the cake pieces are in it, and as you can see, it's a little chunky. But whatever. I thought about icing it, but then I was like, that might be really sweet, because all the icing recipes I was looking at was like a little ridiculous, and I felt a little unhinged for the amount of chocolate they wanted in there, and I was like, yeah, we're just gonna leave it. But we will put the white swirls and stuff on there, like the Christmas tree cakes. I just want to do that so when I do separate it, that don't pull apart. I'm not doing that right at this moment, but when the time comes, I don't want that to get stuck. I did not grease it. I don't think you're supposed to. I could be wrong. I couldn't find any recipes saying, like, you know, what to do. Like I said, because I haven't seen anybody do it, I just put like a bunch of powdered sugar in here. There's maybe about a cup. I'm going to put a little bit of milk in there and just kind of mix it up and try to make it like thick enough to like just do the lines and then put our sprinkles on. I would just start with a little bit at a time. I'm not going to really measure because I don't know exactly how much I'm going to need yet. I would recommend you do the same. I guess with powdered sugar, a little goes a long way with the liquids. Really thick still, so maybe just a touch more. See, that might have even been a little too much. Before I mixed it, I just dumped the extra out. The liquid, that is. Okay, so that's looking like it's gonna be pretty good. I don't want it to run off the cake. I just want it to be nice and thick when I pipe my lines. I want them to stay in their place, and I'm hoping that's not even too runny, but we'll see. Nothing fancy today. I'm just going to take a sandwich bag, cut the corner, and then do that. Pumpkin came over me. He thinks I'm making Chris's sandwiches. Because he always thinks he's going to get something. And he found him standing at the counter. Alright. Let's hang this. And then hopefully this will kinda look like the Christmas tree cakes. I feel like their lines are a little bit thicker, but you know, it's alright. Yeah, let me go look at my box real quick. So, I mean, that's pretty much what the cake looks like, you know. Pretty much same difference. And then, I don't have those kind of sprinkles, but I got these. And hopefully they'll just stick to that. And there we go. I'm not gonna like release it from this yet until we're ready to have it, but I will take a picture or video it and then take a picture of like the slice so you can see what the inside of it looks like, and I will put a little text up so you can see if you liked it or not. I'm sure they will. It looks good. And it looks very Christmassy, which makes me happy. So yeah, that is our Christmas tree chocolate cheesecake. Hopefully you guys will try it and like it. I appreciate all you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody.